You vs. Homer is a really easy game, but it's also really hard. I've been playing this game for a while now, and since its recent spike in popularity, I've noticed that there are not a lot of good tips and tricks videos on the game. I wouldn't call myself insanely good at the game, but I do know a lot of strategy around the game, and it has some good clips too. Before I start the video, I'm going to be talking about tricks used around all the maps besides Spaceship. The reason why I'm not including Spaceship is because Spaceship sucks and has little to no strategy involved. If you like Spaceship, I hate you. So, Island Bar is a very interesting map. This map doesn't look like it's a very good map to play as Bart, because it really isn't. But there are a few things that you can do in this map that are kind of broken. For the first trick you could do, you could hide behind the two pillars in the back of the bar. When you get behind the pillar, put yourself in first person. This makes it so you can fit through the bottom. Most homers won't be able to get you here, and if you're using a 2D skin, it's even harder to spot you. This next trick is probably one of the best working tricks in the whole game, and some of you may know what I'm talking about. It's the lighthouse roof jump. Now before you do the jump, notice the pyramid roof. You're going to want to be on one of the sides with the sharp edges. It won't work if you don't. Now this is going to be kind of hard to explain, but I'll do my best. You're going to need to jump onto the railing while using shift lock, then unshift lock on the railing. Walk back onto the rail, jump, shift lock again, and hit your head almost to the roof. And you should be on the roof. If you have no idea what I'm doing or why it's not working for you, don't worry, it just takes some tries. But the basic explanation for how I'm doing this is I'm performing a head hitter jump. This is when you hit your head on the edge of a surface, boosting you up a few more studs than you could normally jump. I would even recommend going into a private server and practicing this. Also, turning your game to 60 FPS helps a ton. The final trick I'm going to be showing is a lot less complicated. It's just a simple jump to one of the shacks from the bar roof. Though this is simple, you can easily avoid homers here and escape easily if one comes after you. The next map I'm going to cover is the Simpsons house. This map is huge and has a ton of little tricks you can do. Since there are so many tricks, I'm not going to go over every single one, because there are just so many. I will show you the most effective ones though. The first one is getting to this top window on the back side of the house. Jump down and start at the bottom window. You can't actually get to the top window unless if you wall hop up a certain way. As you can see, my character can't get onto the window. However, now if I jump at the very top of the bottom window, I can make it. Try to aim at the slime where my mouse is pointing. It makes it much more consistent. This next trick is similar to the first trick. Go to the windows at the back of the house. It's basically the same thing we did earlier, except we don't need a wall hop here. You need to try and jump from the bottom window to the top. It's a lot easier to get to the top window here because you can climb on both of these windows. However, this also kind of makes it annoying because you can get stuck on the bottom window. For the next one, go to the right side of the house where this door is. It's kind of hard to see, but we're going to try and wall hop on this line here. First wall hop, try and jump earlier than you think you need to. That usually helps me do it better. For this whole sequence, and wall hopping in general, I recommend using alignment keys. It just makes it so much easier. You can also juke the homer by wall hopping and then coming back onto the roof. Doing mouse flicks will work half the time, like what I'm doing here, but in my opinion it's way more difficult. And unless if you're trying to aura farm, just don't do it. Next trick is pretty simple. Go up to the main stairs, turn right in the hallway, and head to the far left room. Go up the attic stairs and head over to the top where I am. Not only can the homer not see you when coming up the stairs, but you can also drop down when he comes up. The final trick in this map I'm going to be covering is getting to the chimney the fastest way possible. Normally, you have to jump on the right window, then the garage roof, and work your way up. Or instead, you can go to the window on the left, and like the lighthouse, perform a head hitter. This head hitter, though, is way easier. I'm going to put the two next to each other so you can see how it's faster. The first and probably most crucial trick you can do in this map is a faster way on the roof. Normally, you would have to go to the back of the building and use a ladder. Instead, you can... Fuck was that? Instead, You can do an easy wall hop or mouse flick to get on top. You can use both alignment keys or your mouse to do this. I don't really have a preference, but I typically think it's better to do a mouse flick. Next trick could take some time to get used to, but like I said earlier, private servers are free and it helps to practice in them. You're going to want to start on the right side of the long window. Get to the end, wall hop up, and across until you get to the roof. Alignment keys are recommended for this. If you need some help, try and use my guiding point or just jump where the top of the window ends. Next trick is getting to the roof from the back of the building. Get on top of the garbage. You can't jump onto the roof unless if you do a wall hop or flick, just like we did at the front. The final trick is using this top window. Jump and fall onto the very top of the window. The reason why we want to be on the top is if a homer comes to try and get you, you can jump back onto the roof and escape. Moe's Tavern is definitely my favorite map out of the 5. There are a ton of different things you can do in this map, so much where I'm probably going to miss a few. Starting off simple, a faster way onto the roof. For the purple building, you can jump onto the top where you can climb up. Then, flick your mouse. I prefer going up the yellow building. You jump from the bottom window, onto the sign, and then to the roof. I think this way is easier, and it takes about the same amount of time. Next, the wall for wall hops. Probably what this map is mostly known for. You could start on the middle fence, left dumpster, or power generator on the right. I'm going to go on the generator for the sake of the video. If you don't know how to wall hop at all, or are bad at it, you might want to watch a tutorial and come back to this video, because I'm not the best at explaining it. Alignment keys are obviously the easier choice for this. When you get to the middle fence, you can bait the homer easily when he comes up. When you know the homer is following you, jump to either side, wall hop away, and then back. He will most likely fall down. I barely see anyone doing this next trick. If you have the homer following you, and you need to get on the roof from this position, you could jump on the window, then jump again to the roof. I find shift locking after jumping to be a lot easier, but you don't have to. And the final trick in this video are with the boxes by the dumpster. Most people just hide behind the boxes, but you can actually fit through an even smaller hole. Go into first person while moving into the hole, turn your camera, and you should be inside. Right now I'm very visible, but if you had a 2D skin like the Dud or Bark Bash, people will barely ever spot you. I'm back in the lobby, so I don't really know what to say at the end of these videos, because this is like my first one, but let me know if I missed anything. Join the Discord. I know like none of you know who I am really, but like just join the Discord, it's in the description. Let me know if I should do more, because like I don't know if this video is gonna get 10 views or like 10,000. So, yeah. Bye.
Wait, where am I? What's going on? What's going on? I need to get out of here. Wait, what is that? I see something.